Hello, guys. Greetings from Kharkov, Ukraine. And like I have promised, I'm doing another live stream for those who have missed the previous one and to all our new subscribers. As you probably already know, my name is Svetlana Mucha and I'm the leading matchmaker and dating coach at Diolli.com. Sorry, while doing this one, I will be having coffee because today I have filmed several videos already for our video blog for ladies in Russian language, and I did quite a lot of talking, and after that I had several consultations in three languages actually. So switching from one language into the other is always a little bit stress consuming. Anyway, like promised, I will touch some questions that I have received from our dear subscribers. Also, to some questions I have been inspired by our current clients. So the first question that we have been asked so many times is how to choose a dating service. So what advice I can give you here? Of course, as a professional licensed matchmaker, I can understand the difference between the professional matchmaker who, for example, got the license at the Matchmaking Institute in New York and the matchmaker that just yesterday was, I don't know, an accountant or a nail specialist, and out of a sudden, she, for example, decides to spread love. Intentions and the desire to spread love, of course, it's a good thing, but I doubt it that you would trust a dentist who doesn't have a license and who doesn't spend good quality of time in the medical school learning everything. Same with matchmaking. Of course, I know several really good matchmakers from the US. For example, the mother has been a matchmaker and the grandmother has been a matchmaker. So the daughter is taking over the family business and she has learned a lot from her parents. This can be a scenario, but in the majority of cases, if you are looking for the matchmaker, choose someone who is licensed, who is the member of American Matchmaking Alliance or the Matchmaking Alliance with the Matchmaking Institute in New York, because it will not guarantee, but it will mean quality. If a person is not a professional or ethical, he wouldn't be part of those. So it can also be a good indicator that this matchmaking service can be trustful. Because my colleagues Cupids in the US and let's say in UK or in Singapore or in Germany, Switzerland, and we in Ukraine, we value our reputation most of all, and so often it is easier not to take a client over than to under deliver the service. If you're asking me about which form of dating it is better for you to choose, for example, whether to do online dating or to go to a speed dating event, and if you're thinking about international dating, like should you go at some social events, here everything depends on you. I know people who will do quite well at speed dating events. I know people who won't meet anybody at speed dating events, even if they are quality people. For sure, they will approach the wrong person. I know people who can do quite well at the dating side. It depends on your goals and how much time you are ready to invest into the process. If you have 3, 5 years ahead, you can do online dating. You can try to approach different ladies at different dating sites. My advice would be don't use only paper letter dating sites because they kind of will affect the way you perceive reality. So try to use free dating sites as well, and you will see how different will be the type of people at paper letter dating sites and at a free dating site, what type of ladies will approach you, and if they will be the first one to approach you. If we are speaking about dating apps, here a lot depends on what you are looking for. I would recommend to pay attention on some niche dating apps or dating site. If, for example, Christian dating is something for you, then you can concentrate on Christian dating apps or sites. Of course, I prefer offline to online. So if you're asking me whether it is better to go to some local speed dating event or to just attend an event for singles like wine tasting or something. I know that my colleagues in the US and the UK, in Germany often do such things, or for example, to be online. Then, of course, after we're all allowed to go out again, I would recommend to attend a single event and to meet real people, not to concentrate only on online. So I prefer offline to online, I'm honest with you, because online can build unrealistic expectations, and also it is two different scenarios, how we flirt online and what we do offline. If you will keep dating people online, you will lose so many offline dating skills, you would be surprised. So the second question that I really often receive is, should I try to approach ladies on Facebook? If, for example, the gentleman wants to meet a Ukrainian lady, why not to use Facebook? Guys, I often tell that Facebook, it is not a dating site. And I can tell you that at Diolli.com, we have mostly a female team, and some of our cupids are single, so they are quite open to meet someone. But none of ladies inside my team and ladies with whom I communicate daily, they do not take these messages on Facebook seriously. So people use use Facebook mostly to communicate with friends, colleagues, to read some information. We don't actually go there to find love or to flirt with someone. And also, messages that gentlemen often send on Facebook, they are so bad. Like message, "Hi, I love your smile. This is my phone number." I have received it so many times, and I understand that this is a generic message. Probably he befriended someone from my list of friends, and if that person had an open list of friends, then he is sending messages just to everyone randomly. Hi, Svetlana. There is a question, and then I will return to Facebook. Let me see this one. Hi, Svetlana. What's the best advice you would give to a young gentleman who's looking to date a Christian young lady? Hire a matchmaker, because you won't find her on a paper-letter dating site, and it will be very hard for you to find her at online dating site or on Facebook. Why? Because usually ladies younger than 25, 27 years old, they do not consider international dating at all, and they do not join dating and marriage agencies. So speaking about Facebook, of course, messages like, hey, this is my phone number, call me. This is a dead end. I can't imagine a Ukrainian lady who will actually call back a guy she has never met, who has sent her a message on Facebook. Also, such messages, they don't make a lady feel unique, and it is all about making her feel unique and special. And nice to see you again, live. Thank you. And of course, I, as a married lady, and on my Facebook page it is written that I'm married, I understand that the gentleman who sent me a message with his phone number, he has never actually opened my profile, and he probably just randomly sent those messages. And trust me, all ladies who received those standard messages, they understand that they are not unique, and it is like a spam. So a good idea how to meet someone on Facebook. If she is a friend of your friend, then try to make your message very personalized. You should read her profile actually on Facebook. You should try to see what she is posting on Facebook, which information, what she likes, what she doesn't like there. And then you can read her that you have a common friend and how you saw her profile and what exactly caught your interest. And then you can ask her if she would like to talk to you, if she is interested, and if she is single at all. But be prepared that even if the lady is single and pretty much looking for someone, she won't be super excited to continue communication with a foreign gentleman on Facebook because all Ukrainian ladies receive so many spam messages on Facebook. That's insane. What else is important about Facebook? Please don't try to translate your messages into Ukrainian using Google Translator. First of all, when you try to send those to the lady, let's say from Kherson, Nikolaev, Kharkov, Dnieper, from Russian-speaking region or from Odessa, it looks crazy because people speak Russian here. Also, the translation made by Google Translator, it's so bad. So it's like I can't even explain to you how poor the translation is. So better write in English. Also, when gentlemen are asking like, "Do you speak English?" For example, on my Facebook page, I have so many videos and articles in English. Like, have you at least checked my profile? Like, if you have checked it, you would have known that I speak English. Okay, I see another question. Let me check this one. I'm doing it from my phone, so it's quite tricky. What is the best way to tell the difference between a serious lady looking for a relationship and a gold digger who speaks online? Don't use paper letter dating sites. If you see ladies who are younger, I would say than 27, and they are at paper letter dating sites, probably she has rented her photos. Um, I can honestly tell you that the majority of ladies who are younger than 25, they are still at school and they are not interested in getting married yet. So they do not, they are not looking for marriage or dating agencies yet. So when we are recruiting for younger clients, it's quite tricky, but we do it. How to understand that she is a gold digger? I don't know what you mean by the gold digger. If you mean that she's not serious, well, if she's the first one to reach you out, if she's the first one to write you, and in all her letters she is telling you exactly what you want to hear, and she doesn't want to talk to you outside from that paper letter dating site, that's like a red flag. Usually, the goal of the online dating is to get your dating offline. So you have exchanged a few letters and or a few messages, and then you have to start planning the offline meeting. Otherwise, it's pointless. Unless two of you are looking, I don't know, for a pen friend. Do people still do that? I hope it was useful. What about Iraqi men? Yes, I would paper letter and never use them as I am looking for ladies. I'm sorry, mid-20s, older as I am in my mid-30s. Then you can use a free dating site, try one like that, but use your real photos. Don't try to gamble with that. Don't try to I don't know, to lie to yourself. Use your real photos, you use your real information, and if you're a Muslim, you should state it in your profile because not all ladies will be open for that. We have been successfully working with Muslim gentlemen, and we have been working with gentlemen from Dubai, from Istanbul, from Pakistan. We have many clients who, for example, are originally from Pakistan but live in the US or in Australia. One of our clients has Pakistan background and lives in Australia. He got engaged not so long ago. So we have many clients with Turkish background, so we are quite inexperienced in this. Of course, not all ladies will be open to this, and for many ladies, it would be important to date someone Christian. Even, for example, if the gentleman is agnostic or he is a Protestant or he, for example, is Catholic, that can be a problem if for the lady being Russian Orthodox is truly important. But some ladies are quite open to date a Muslim gentleman. Of course, such ladies will be rare, and she has to have a certain level of maturity to be able to understand that religions can be different and our religion does not define us as a person. So in early 20s, definitely she wouldn't understand that. She wouldn't have the necessary level of life experience and maturity. But some ladies are interested in dating a Muslim gentleman, usually if they have a good example. For example, her sister is married to a Muslim gentleman, or she has a friend who is married to one. So for some ladies, it can be a plus. Okay, I see another question. Let me check it. What should you avoid putting in your profile? Avoid putting not true information. So everything that you put there should be real. If you play the photo of yourself, it should represent the true way you look right now at the moment, not 5 years ago. Also, don't lie about your height because it can be quite a disappointment when, for example, you will go on a date and the lady would be wearing high heels and, for example, you will reach her shoulder. Also, place information that defines you, the person, like your profession, some of your interests. Of course, the profile is just the brief description about you, and your photo is just a static image, so it can't show the real you. So you will have to exchange a few messages at least or a few letters. But investing into good photos is a good thing. It doesn't mean that they have to be glamorized or photoshopped, but they should be of the good quality so that the lady can understand the color of your eyes, she can understand your body type. They should be nice to look at. And please don't use bathroom selfies. I don't know why people still do it. It's like, it's a bad taste. Okay, let me see what other questions I see here. I'm not Christian, but how important the difference of religion to Ukrainian ladies? I would not expect her to change her religion. Like I have told you, a lot depends on the exact lady. But if you're not a Christian or a Catholic, you should understand that your pool of potential candidates would be more limited. Because ladies who are open to date Buddhists or, for example, Muslim gentlemen, Ukrainian ladies, they are quite few. And usually, when we have a Muslim client, we understand that we will have to do really more interviews, really more recruiting to introduce the gentleman to the lady that can really accept him. Of course, a lot will depend on your religion and your attitude to religion. But it is possible. Every case is unique, of course, but to our Buddhist and Muslim subscribers, I have to tell you that you won't have it easy. I see there is another question. Do you just work in Kharkov and in other cities? I can tell you that about 80% of our base are from Kharkov. Why Kharkov? First of all, to be willing to really choose international dating for the right reason, the lady has to be quite open-minded. And also, the majority of our clients, they want to date someone who already speaks English or another foreign language. So the lady has to be well-educated and pretty often well-traveled and open-minded. Kharkov is the second largest city in Ukraine, and it is an educational capital. There are many universities here. So we can truly recruit ladies with great educations, with language skills, and also as an internet. Kharkov is quite international because as an educational center, there are many foreign students here. So sometimes when I leave our office, I feel like I am in Brooklyn because not far from our office, there is a campus and many foreign students live there. So especially in summer, you can see them hanging out by their hostels. It's quite a view. Why not Kiev? We have some female clientele from Kiev, but that's a capital. And usually people who travel to Kiev, who relocate there because of their work, They are quite career oriented, and they are focusing on reaching certain level in career. So they are not looking to give it up and to relocate. Of course, there are exceptions to every rule. And last year, one of our female clients, she was actually from Kiev, and she had an impressive career. She was 41 when we have introduced her to her now husband. But for her, getting married and having a kid in her new marriage, new relationship was a priority. So she has given up a very successful career and she has relocated to the US. And I guess now they are using this lock-in time to work on becoming parents. And also why Kharkov? Because for me and for my team, it is very important to conduct all interviews in person. And also we arrange all the dates for our clients in Kharkov. So our female clients, our female members, they know if they register with us and she's, for example, from Kiev or from Dnipro or from Poltava, she will have to travel over to Kharkov on her own cost to go out on date. And people do that because there is no an agency like ours in Kiev. So pretty much they travel. I see there are some other questions. Let me check it. I'm using my phone, so I have to check it. Hello, Svetlana. Would a lady interested in a foreigner travel or accept a man as far as Australia? Or our client from Australia just got engaged on February. They actually got engaged in Thailand. They went on a romantic vacation there. And we are working with several gentlemen from Australia at the moment. So I don't think that Australia will frighten anyone. Actually, it takes, I think, like maybe 15 or 17 hours to fly there, maybe a little more. So to travel from Kharkov to let's say Odessa by car, it will also take you almost the whole day. So nowadays with planes and with internet, with Skype, the world is really getting smaller. So I don't think that Australia will actually frighten anyone. And also kangaroos, who doesn't like kangaroos? What percentage of ladies at your agency speak English? I can't tell you the exact percentage. Because I don't have the statistic, but I can tell you right now that we don't register ladies in our base older than 45 who do not speak English because we have too many candidates that are not English speaking. And if you are speaking about younger ladies, you have to take the foreign language in the university at least 2 or 3 years. So usually people take English. French and German are not as popular as the foreign language. So if she has a university degree, after 3 years of language, at least she has some decent basic level. But of course, we try to recruit with a better level of English. There are many IT companies, many branches of foreign companies in Kharkov. And of course, people who work there, they have to speak English, they have to learn the language. So we try to recruit there as well. Do your female clients also pay? We work as a matchmaking company. We recruit ladies into the base of 3 members, and we work with males as paying clients, which means that we don't conduct search for the female member. For a female member, if she has managed to go through all the interviews and she is accepted into our base, well, she will have to wait. She will have to wait when we will have a male client who will match her criteria of the search and that she will match his criteria of his search. Then she will get a chance to go out with him on a date. But female members, they don't get the catalog of men to choose from, or and they are not guaranteed with a date like every week or every month. So they register and they have to wait. With a male client, after we register a male client, we conduct the search based on his individual criteria. And of course, we guarantee the exact number of dates in the exact time frames. So the gentleman, after signing with us, he will get his 5 or 6 dates or 4 dates or 7 dates, depends on the package that he has chosen. But we do events for ladies together with our psychologist. These are not speed dating events, but we invite psychologists, we invite usually an image maker, some makeup artist, someone popular from Ukraine, like a media person, like an Instagram model. So several speakers, and usually ladies attend such events with pleasure. Like, of course, we sell tickets to such events, and we recruit many ladies during such events. We have several videos at our channel. You can check them. Let me check the next question. I hear that Ukrainian ladies like to stay closer to home. I'm glad that I live in England, which is much closer to Ukraine. I don't think that it is about the country. Like, I never had a female client in my base who would tell me, oh, this gentleman is better than this one because he is like German or English or not from the US. Ladies are looking for a special person, and gentlemen should be looking for a special lady, not for exact country. If she is entering my office and she is looking for an exact country, then she is not the right candidate for my clients. Should be looking for a man who has certain qualities and not for a certain country. So no, I can't tell you that she is. If she doesn't want to leave her home country, she should date in Ukraine, and she usually dates in Ukraine. So choosing England just because it is closer than, I don't know, Iceland, I think that's a stereotype. Hello, Svetlana. If I may ask, out of your successful couples who have paired with American men, that's my daughter shouting somewhere there on the background. She's actually singing. She's 1 year and 3 months, and she's playing with the nanny. So if you hear her in the background, she tries to say hi. So you were asking about common qualities. I can tell you that each couple is so unique, and of course, it happens because everyone is unique, and we work with every gentleman in a unique way. So everyone has unique requests regarding his match. For some gentlemen, it would be vitally important that, for example, she has a PhD or she has masters, because he is so well educated, and his circle of friends, they all have PhDs. So he's looking for someone who has the similar level of education or the similar field of interest. For other gentlemen, it would be important that, for example, she is religious and she wants to go to church every weekend, and she wants to celebrate all the holidays, and she wants to have 5 kids. Well, for another gentleman, it is important that she is open and willing to live in a small town, because he lives in the small town, his business is there, his family is there, and he doesn't like big city life. So everybody is unique, and it is important to match gentlemen with similar values with ladies with similar values, and their ideas about relationship, about gender roles, about money, about desire to have or not to have kids, how to raise them. They have to be similar. So this is important. I don't think that all Americans are the same, or all Ukrainians are the same. We all are unique. Let me check the next question. Have you had Canadian clients, and how many ladies do you have in your matchmaking base? Do ladies come to you? We have been working with gentlemen from Canada for many years. We have many clients from Canada, both from English-speaking regions and from French-speaking region. I can tell you that I don't know the exact number of ladies in our database, because it is changing all the time. Actually, before going live with you, I had checked that today we have received 17 requests from 17 different ladies, and our manager will go through these requests. At first, she will check these ladies on social media. She will find them by their Facebook links, Instagram links, and she will check also the information the ladies have provided about themselves. And after that, she will see that, for example, we are interested in this lady, or we are not interested in that lady. Those ladies in whom we are interested for numerous reasons. For example, her level of education, language skills, her age group, is something that we are looking for, then our manager will call her and will send her a big questionnaire that the lady will fill in. After that, the manager again will check in this questionnaire, and if all the information that was provided in the questionnaire is something we are interested in, then we will invite a lady over to the interview. Right now, Alessia, our psychologist, conducts all first interviews by Skype, but after we are allowed to return back to the office, we will keep conducting interviews in person like we always do it. And of course, we check ID of the lady. And if we have doubts, like we ask for the divorce certificate if she has been married, and we can go through local base to see if, for example, she is in some blacklists. So out from these 17 requests, we can accept all of them, none of them, one of them, three of them. And also you have to understand that we have a closed base, and no one can guarantee that, for example, after being in our base for a few months, the lady won't meet someone locally, or she won't lose her interest and decides to concentrate on her career. This can happen also. So the base is changing all the time. It's not like the online dating site where you have a certain number of profiles and they will be there forever. Even if the girl in that photo is long married and even doesn't look like that photo anymore. How do ladies come to ours? I have written a book for ladies, and I often speak at different events for ladies, as well as our psychologist. We have a big blog for ladies in Russian language and a separate website. So we receive lots of ladies by social media. Also, we receive many requests by Instagram, and the world of mouth is big for us as well. So usually after one of our clients, female clients, got married, all her friends from the company she has been working for, all her single friends, they come over to join our base. But of course, the book was big for us. The events that we host for ladies are big for us. We recruit many people during such events. And don't forget that we have been on the market for 11 years. So the world of mouth is also huge for us. So sometimes a lady can come to our office, or she calls me and she said that, oh, I'm a friend of Tatiana. And I can't understand at once which Tatiana, because within the last 11 years, we have matched so many Tatianas. So I have to ask her, like, which Tatiana to understand, like, whose friend she is. Let me check the next question. Are most of your ladies open to dating internationally, or most of them expect the men to move to Ukraine? I can tell you that we have a separate base of ladies who want to date only local men, only Ukrainian men. And among our clients, we also have many Russian-speaking and Ukrainian-speaking men that live in other countries. For example, their parents have immigrated when he was a kid, or grandparents have immigrated when he was a kid. So he speaks Russian. He can be also from Kharkov or from Kiev or from Moscow, Russia, and he wants to date someone Slavic as well. And of course, we have ladies in our base that are open only to date Slavic men. And we have a separate base of ladies who are open to date foreign men. We had several cases in our practice that a couple has decided to settle down in Ukraine. And one of our couples, he was from Norway. He was a programmer. They actually lived in Ukraine for 4 years, and they have relocated to Thailand and lived there for about 2 or 3 years before they have settled down in Norway. So a lot will depend on you and the exact lady with whom you will build relationship. Again, I repeat myself, it is smart to be looking for the right person and not for the country. So if the lady is open to date someone who represents another culture, she is thinking more if she is ready to accept his mindset and his culture, and not really if she will settle with you in Ukraine or elsewhere. We had a couple, we have introduced him, I think 2 years ago. It must be 2 years. The gentleman is from the US actually, but he is in the military and he worked in Italy, and then he was sent to Guam. And his now wife, she has moved to Guam with him. And after they are done there, I don't know whether they will return to US or they will settle down elsewhere. Another our couple, again, the gentleman is in the military and the lady is from Ukraine. They have decided that they will try to live in different countries. They will start with East, maybe Vietnam or Thailand before they settle down in US and have kids, or maybe they will settle down in Europe and have kids. They haven't decided yet. So it's very individual. A tall guy, 1 meter 93 centimeter. I don't think that's a bad scene. Like usually ladies like dating taller guys. The taller the better, many of them think. So I don't think that will be a big no. A lot depends what type of the lady you want to meet. Why they are open to date internationally? Because they want to have this romantic experience in their life, because dating someone locally is not as romantic and there is no challenge in it. So people who choose international dating for the right reason, usually they want to have this romantic challenge in their life, and they want to add extra flavors into their relationship. Some of them want to have two Christmas per year, I guess, as one of my female clients jokes that now she celebrates Russian Orthodox Christmas and Catholic Christmas. Let me take two more questions. Different between matchmaking and Ukrainian bride. I can't speak about other dating services because I have never used them. And to be honest, I have never met them at any dating conferences or matchmaking conferences that we attend in the US. So I can't compare really. I can only speak about what we do at Diolli. I think I have time for one more question, and this would be it for today, but I promise to take more questions next time. What qualities do majority of the ladies looking for? Again, you can't generalize like that. Different ladies are looking for different qualities. Well, for one lady, it would be vitally important that he is like 6'4" and he has a six pack and he is like really handsome, like Hollywood handsome. For another lady, it would be important that he is a vegetarian and he's in love with pets. He loves pets and he wants to have kids. Like for another lady, it would be important that he is an engineer like she is. Some ladies can appreciate that he is a doctor because that's a noble profession. So everybody is unique. We all have different tastes and preferences. Guys, I hope it was useful for you. I hope you like this format. If you want me to do more live streams, please mention it in the comments below and we will try to do them more often. Despite the fact that for now the world is are in new interesting conditions. We are quite busy. We keep conducting interviews and we had to reschedule many dates from March and April to May and June and July. And we still receive requests from ladies and we are working on the content for you and for our female members as well. Today I have filmed like 3 videos for our female subscribers about most popular mistakes that ladies usually make. We will try to be online more often. It depends on the schedule of consultations that I have with our clients. Clients come first, but we really love our YouTube channel and we value all our subscribers. We love you all dearly. Tomorrow there will be the new video at our channel. I hope you will like it. Don't forget to subscribe to us to receive all notifications about the new videos. And if you have an interesting question, please write it in the comments below. Your questions, like always, inspire us to create new videos for you, and I will answer more questions of yours in the new streams. I wish you a great continuation of this day, the great evening, regardless which time zone you are in, and I hope that you are using this time to read something useful about relationship. We have a video about books that can help you bring your game to the next level. And I hope you're optimistic and all the romance that you have in your heart, you will be able to give it to the right lady in summer or in late spring. Thank you guys. Bye.